Good afternoon from the For the CME. This is Chris Robinson, Managing Director and Partner at the Cow Guy Group. And we're going to talk about corn, wheat, and beans as we move forward here. Now today's April 11th. Some planting has already gotten done. We're not going to get any more USDA reports until the first week of May. So we've got about 3 weeks before we get another data dump. The last report we had surprised everybody with a bigger U.S. carryout for corn and a bigger worldwide carryout for corn as well. And the market reacted, went down and made a new low, but did bounce. So what's it gonna take to break us out of this trading range? You know, if you take a big picture view, I wanted to talk about today, that's why I've got my notes. The grains have really been in a 7-year bear market. Corn, wheat, and beans. Go back to 2012. You know, we had soybeans at 18 bucks. We're at $9 today. We had corn, believe it or not, at 8. You know, we're flirting around this $3.50, $4 area for a while. And of course, wheat was around $9.50 in 2012. You know, we're at $4.50 now. So we had a kind of a super cycle peak back in 2012. We've drifted lower. If you really want a visual of that, pull up a weekly continuation chart of soybeans. Go back from 2012, and there's a trend line that looks just like this down to today. So again, to answer the question I started with, what's it gonna take to break us out, right? We've got big supplies and demand issues, obviously with the trade war. So it's gonna take Mother Nature or a very significant trade deal to chew through all the supply and get us back to where we were. 2012 was a drought year, you know, and it's been a long, long time since we've had a severe drought. You can go back and look historically at markets like 1988. That is the type of action. We're going to need Mother Nature to get involved, from my perspective, to get us to break out of this trading range. So that's number one. We're a 7-year bear market. Are we going to break out of it? This is at the time of the year where everybody places their bets. How do you do that? You can go out and get long now out through July, August, September, and kind of sit with a position. Every year guys do it. And look for that breakout. So we will see if 2019 is the year we break out of the trading range. A lot of producers are disappointed, right? Because they're always long. So they've suffered through a downward trending market for the last 7 years. End users, like if you're a mill or if you're a cattle feedlot, you love it that corn's down at $4, you know, $3.50. You hated it when corn was at $8. So there's a seesaw effect to that. What helps one group hurts another. Be that as it may, the American farmer is really under pressure at this point here. There was promise earlier that the Chinese were going to more than double the purchases of our agricultural goods. Again, we've not seen that come to fruition. We've been talking about it for almost a year now, and we haven't seen where the rubber meets the road. So that's my perspective. When you're looking at the big picture, what's it going to take to get grains back on the upward path after we've been on a downhill slide for the past 7 years? So it's either going to be demand or it's going to be a weather issue. And so that's the setup for this year, unfortunately. And you can cut it any way you want. You can talk about it any way you want. At the end of the day, it's always about supply and demand. It doesn't matter what a politician says. I don't care if the politician's a communist politician or he's the most vociferous right-wing capitalist politician. Nobody can overcome the law of supply and demand. The market will consistently come back to that. So I think that's the playing field that we're looking at here as we head into planting season. There's a lot of weather issues out there right now. It really hasn't affected the pricing mechanism so far. We have not seen a big spike up in corn, wheat, or beans because of this winter storm that's coming or possible delayed planting. But that's the way the table is set as we look out here on the next 6 weeks as farmers get out there and get corn, wheat, and beans planted. So if you're looking for help with your risk management or your trading, look me up online, Chris Robinson, the Cow Guy Group. Have a great day.